What's up, guys? Good morning. Welcome back to another video. Rope Monster coming at you here from beautiful sunny Playa del Carmen. How's the Sargassum? No matter what content I upload, the question I keep getting is how is the seaweed situation right now in Playa del Carmen? It is June 3rd, about 10 a.m. We're gonna hit some beaches today and see just how bad the seaweed situation is, or are things improving? Let's go, guys. Vámonos. All right, guys, I'm gonna cover as many beaches today as I can. I'm not gonna hit Playa Car, but this is looking down phase 1 right now. I did Playa Car recently, so I'll link that video in the pinned comment and description. That's rough, guys, but phase 2 and phase 3 are actually way better than this. It's just collecting here. The workers were out here and are out here cleaning it up, but you can see the effort is absolutely futile at this point. So where we're actually gonna go today, we're gonna head to the north. We're gonna hit Playa Fundadores, Playa Mamitas, Playa 38 in front of Mahekal, but we're gonna get a look from the Cozumel ferry terminal right now down that direction. I've also got my DJI Mini 3, little Dronaldo Colosio, my drone. We're gonna get him up for some flights today as well. But man, right off the bat, it is looking like a mixed bag down here. What I can see, though, at least, is just a ton of cleanup effort today. I'm seeing heavy machinery as far as the eye can see. Tractors, trailers, front loaders, folks with pitchforks. The effort is being made, at least today. And we have this net system here as well, which seems to be collecting some of the Sargassum. But the seaweed situation is out of control here in the Riviera Maya. And I always got to keep it real on the channel, guys. This is why I'm actually going to take a trip for my birthday. I'm going to hop on the train Maya and go to Chiapas for a little break from the seaweed and go get up in the mountains, get some river time, some waterfalls. Because quite frankly, right now the beaches are unusable. You would not swim in this. This is actually going to cause allergies, going to cause some health issues. You got maybe 2 or 3 people out there swimming in the water, but it's Sargassum as far as the eye can see. We're gonna get a POV, boots on the ground, walk all the way down. But that's the view so far, and not looking promising. We're actually gonna go beyond Constituyentes Pier though, so stick around to the end of the video. We're gonna see Mamitas and Playa 38 and see if things are a little bit better down there. But the center of Playa right now, here in front of the mermaid statues at Playa Fundadores, absolutely rough. All right, guys, Playa number 1 of the day, Fundadores, right here as we go down the steps. There's a nice wide stretch of beach here. Forgive any wind noise, guys. I don't have the wind fury on the camera, just doing a quick one today. As I actually am in a little bit of a rush. I'm heading down to the Tulum area to film a little bit of content for you guys to see if we can find a spot with no Sargassum. We're gonna probably hit some cenotes as well to find some alternatives, because I am an avid swimmer and quite frankly I will not get in here and swim. But I will give you guys a look at the situation as I always do. I keep it real here on the channel so you know exactly what to expect. Recently I've actually gotten some flack from some people here locally, like, hey, you should downplay the Sargassum. You're hurting tourism. That's absolutely not my fault. Sargassum's not my fault. I'm showing you real time what things look like. The old phrase, don't shoot the messenger. That's really all I'm doing, is just showing how it is and being honest. And I'll never stop being honest and real here on the channel. I'd sooner throw my camera into the Sargassum riddled waters and stop doing YouTube altogether if I had to live a lie. So this is what we're looking like, and you can see it's a kind of a ghost town. 10:20 a.m. on a Wednesday, and really the only people out here are me and these Zofimat workers working hard to clean up the seaweed. Nonetheless, guys, the sun on my skin and the sand underfoot feels fantastic. Always happy to get my steps in. Get Dronaldo his reps up there. We're gonna get him up in the sky soon. But this is wild. I don't think I've ever seen this amount of machinery and concentrated in one area as far as the beach effort, the beach cleanup effort goes. So it is good to see some effort. So I think the locals and business owners are realizing very quickly that this will absolutely destroy tourism. Sentiment is kind of at an all-time low here in Playa del Carmen. Sadly, I've heard that sentiment from a lot of Canadians and folks from the US that they're not gonna come back. They're not gonna spend their hard-earned cash on vacations to come here and find the beaches in these conditions. So that's just the harsh reality, is that we need solutions and action from the people who can make a difference. Hola, hermano. And I think too, guys, the cost of diesel because of the conflict in Iran, as I try to not get run over here, the cost of diesel is affecting the cleanup a little bit too. You know, these machines just absolutely burn through a ton of fuel, including the dump trucks that haul this stuff away. And so I'm certainly not pointing the finger. I think there's some big challenges, and one of them is the fuel costs right now. But I really am just left without words looking at the beaches here compared to other years in the past. 2018, I used to live in Puerto Vallarta and I was down here on vacation, and this was just pristine. Tough times for sure. So guys, passing by Inti Beach Club now, and the smell is just enough to gag even those with the strongest of stomachs. I used to hunt on my friend's red wattle pork farm, and I thought that smell was strong, but this is next level. Whew. The sad part is just the sheer amount of the seaweed floating in right now. There's really no end in sight. I think I'll throw Dronaldo up in the sky, guys, for flight number 1, but we can see a lot of albatross, a lot of birds here. It's a little bit of risk with Dronaldo as always, but I think I'm gonna take a little flight down this way. And also, guys, for you drone fanatics, you gotta be careful of small planes taking off from right there. We just saw one take off a little bit ago, really, really low. So always do be cautious when flying the drone in this area, especially birds and small airplanes. I don't think I'm gonna linger around here too long, guys, but for your viewing pleasure, I will try to get Dronaldo up there for a quick flight. But these albatross are really, really going wild today. And they're just everywhere, so it's a lot of risk. Oof, man, that smell. All right, guys, you can see little Ronaldo here hovering. He has made it back safely from round one, flight number one of the day. Great success, but wow, things do not look so good over that way. Just to the north of the Constituyentes ferry terminal, though, things may look a little bit better, actually, as we could see from the drone shot. So we'll head up there on foot next. That's the current situation, though, here in the center of Playa del Carmen. Guys, please do smash that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't already. I don't always love coming down here to do these updates, but that's what you guys have asked for. Hey, how's the Sargassum situation? Here I am, bright and early, getting my steps in, getting my reps in with little Ronaldo. Give Ronaldo some love in the comments. Good work, little guy. All right, guys, moving on to the north. Not sure I'm gonna have an appetite for breakfast after this. And a lot of folks have been wondering about Huatulco, parts of coastal Oaxaca, other parts of Mexico. I will be traveling quite a bit and showing and comparing prices of everything, cost of living, quality of life, walkability, all of that in other parts of Mexico and other parts of the world, comparing to my home here in Playa del Carmen. And one issue that does not exist on the Pacific side is, of course, the seaweed. And I have been looking at real estate here, guys, in Playa, because I'm a contrarian investor. I think there could be some good opportunities. But recently I had a comment, hey, if you're gonna spend $400,000 on a place, you should get something near the beach. Location is everything. But I actually kind of think that being up in the Mayacoba area away from the beach could actually be beneficial for this exact reason. When you live here full time and you smell the decomposing seaweed, being near the beach all of a sudden is not the best in the world. In fact, look at this. I don't even think I can get through here. I might have to cut back up to 5th Avenue. That is gnarly. You can see some of these beach clubs. The stairs just go right into the water and the Sargassum. There's no actual beach. Wow. Okay, let's see if I can get through and cut back up to 5th Ave through here. Yep. Wow, and the beach is just right up to these palm trees, right up to these buildings right now. You can see some of this kind of undermining of these foundations. Not a great sign. Some people have actually said, hey Ropey, take care of yourself, wear a face cover, cover your nose, cover your mouth. But actually where I'm really having the problems is my eyes are itching from that. So I'm sure wearing a mask would help quite a bit with the ear, nose, and throat stuff, but you still have your eyes to think about. And my eyes are itching out of control. Why is that? Well, this stuff, for those of you who don't know, when it sits there and decomposes, it off-gasses ammonia and hydrogen sulfide, and it's you know, an irritant for sure. So, see you guys over at the Vivid, Devotion Live Aqua, Mahekal, Playa Mamitas, and Playa 38. I'm going the distance, guys. Let's do this. Just briefly, guys, this is the view on 5th Avenue. It is 10:48 in the morning on a Wednesday. Just about as quiet as I've ever seen it. And this is 5th Avenue down here on 10th. This is the heart, the center of Playa del Carmen. All right, my friends, walked up and around, entering the beach here at the Vivid. moment of truth as we come around the corner here. Oh wow, even the little step to get across the pier is blocked off there by Sargassum. I think I'll head across and see what that little beach in front of the Wyndham Ultra looks like. But we're not looking too great here either, unfortunately. Quite a bit of erosion right up to the Camastros and a lot of Sargassum lingering. This was the best quality water here just a couple weeks ago. Not so great today. Hola, ¿qué tal? So I'm just gonna kind of shimmy my way through here across the pier. It's a lot of seaweed. Hola, hermano, ¿qué tal? Yeah, it's a big pile there, but so here we have the Wyndham Ultra, and looking at this beach, we have this kind of green tide phenomenon because there's so much Sargassum between here and the net system that we have this kind of green tide where the water is contaminated and kind of this Sargassum tea. Unfortunately, the smell is just rough, you know. And once again, I got to keep it like it is, bring it like it is. We're gonna head down toward Mamitas and Mahekal and see if the water clears up at all down there. So I'm always here to give you a real, you know, boots on the ground update. And I get this question a lot. When's the last time you took a good swim in Playa del Carmen? Guys, I go to Cenotes, I go to Cozumel, I love to swim, but I have not been in this water here since March, and it is June 3rd. So once again, some of you wonder why I'm looking at real estate over in Mayakoba, and it's because I love Playa del Carmen. I love the community here, I love living here, I love the climate. But being near the beaches, sometimes if they're not even swimmable, is not worth paying the extra premium. I'd rather have a larger home and more space for the money. That's just me. And then when the beaches are nice, I can easily get down here, no problem. I would own a vehicle if I lived in Mayakoba. So at any rate, guys, that's the Vivid. Next up will be Devotion by Live Aqua, and then Mahekal on this beach tour here in Playa del Carmen, putting in the steps, sweating it out today. It's a hot one, very humid. Hola, me gustan tus lentes, son bien chingones. Gracias. Good vibes there. Love to see those ladies smiling, working hard out here in the heat, sweating it out. And life could be a whole lot worse. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm really not complaining. And I will say this, big shout out to subscriber and friend Kevin Stanford up in Puerto Morelos. I've had him and a few other folks say, hey, Puerto Morelos, come up there. The beaches are quite a bit nicer up there right now. They're actually clear. So there's always alternatives. I will be up there filming some real estate stuff with my buddy Raul. So we will get a first-hand view of the beaches just probably in a couple of days here. So, permiso. Gracias. So long term, will there be a solution? I think so, but things are pretty rough at this time. One thing I will say, at least Mamitas and this stretch of beach is holding up really nicely. This area in the past has had some pretty bad erosion issues. Alright guys, next stop, Devotion Live Aqua right here. You can see a lot of folks are just up enjoying the pool. And I see 0 people in the ocean. Oh, nope, there's 2 people right there. Crazy. Late 2024, I used to come out here and swim every day. The water was crystal clear. Hey, what's up guys? Where are you guys from?
Canada.
Canada in the house. Whereabouts?
Toronto.
Toronto.
Watched a bunch of your videos for this place, dude.
Hey, thanks guys. You want to give a shout out to anyone back home? You okay with being?
We're very far away from Canada, actually. We're from South Africa originally.
South Africa, okay. You guys cool with being on camera? Okay. All right, man.
Shout out to Toronto and SA, guys.
Shout out Toronto.
What's up?
So, all right, man. Good to meet you.
Cheers, you too.
Appreciate you guys. Enjoy.
Bye.
Get that sunshine thaw out.
Yep.
It was a long winter up there, huh? Enjoy, guys. Later. Good vibes, as always, from Toronto. I oftentimes say folks from Wisconsin, Toronto, Indiana, a lot of times just have the best vibes. So that's not, the Seaweed's not getting them down. They're out enjoying some beverages and some sunshine. Sweating it out. All right, guys, approaching Mamitas right now. Not a soul in sight. These lounges are empty. Wowie wee wow. All right, guys, the iconic Mamitas Beach Club right here. And I don't even think they're bothering to set up the lounges or umbrellas here at this time. And at this point, guys, it's been a good 40 minutes of walking in the sun and breathing this stuff, and I'm actually feeling pretty nauseous. But I will say the smell is way better up here. If you are gonna have a beach day, I would say so far, guys, Mamitas is the one. The water is definitely brown, not coming in quite like chocolate milk. It could be a lot worse, but it's a little bit brown. You can see this drop off here too, quite a bit of erosion, and this doesn't always show up real accurately, real well on camera. So to give you perspective, I'm actually going to come down here. You can see this drop off is up to my hip, and so a little bit of erosion for sure, but overall the beach is nice and soft, and there's not much of a smell up here. So take that for what it is. Not much of a silver lining, but at least there's some beach here. This is way better than the situation at Playa Fundadores. Far better than some of the other areas, but I will say there are quite a few sand fleas and little flies down there amongst the Sargassum, so you're not going to want to linger near that stuff. Even though it doesn't smell, there's a lot of little biting flies. Not very pleasant. All right, guys, next stop on the beach tour, Mahekal and Playa 38. She's got the right idea though, setting up the shade far away from the Sargassum, enjoying the beach. Maybe grab a margarita or a six-pack, just chill. And some folks really like low season here because there's very few people. So you do get that kind of deserted island feel, which for some folks is what they actually want. But this is a little wild, guys, because we're approaching Mahekal here, and I don't see anyone on the beach at all as far as the eye can see. I'll go up as far as Martina Beach Club and some of the beach clubs here and see if things are any better or worse than they were last time I was down there. So guys, Mahekal here. Straight up ghost town. So looking back to the south, you can see a few people enjoying Mamitas, some heavy machinery. And then as we look to the north, we actually see basically an empty beach as far as the eye can see. Hey, what's up, guys? Hola. So Playa 38 is actually coming back as far as the erosion. Just about a month ago, you couldn't even walk through here without getting wet. And I just ran into my buddy Brandon O'Brien. Guys, if you're into gambling content at all, Mr. Brandon O'Brien is back in Playa. He's going, I think, to film some content at the Wind Pot tonight at the casino. He finally got permission there, so I may try to go over there and surprise him in the VIP room, see if we can get some gambling content. That could be fun. Plenty of other things to do here in Playa. One of them would be go play some Texas Hold'em. Guys, I know sometimes these videos can get just slightly long, but I am trying to give you a full POV tour so you can skip around as needed. If you must skip ahead, I will be showing Martina Beach Club. Playa 38 is coming up right here, and of course the north part of Mahekal. But what you really don't want to see when you're paying top dollar for a resort like Mahekal, which is a beautiful resort, is giant collection sites of Sargassum right next to a place that's, you know, hundreds and hundreds of dollars a night, if not more. Then you have this right here. You generally don't want to see that because then you'll be smelling it. ¿Cómo se llaman ustedes?
Lisandra.
Lisandra y
Ingrid.
Ingrid. ¿De dónde vienen?
Cuba.
Son cubanas de
La
La
Habana, Cuba.
de La Habana, Cuba. Peligrosa. ¿Quieren saludar a alguien?
Bueno, nosotros no tenemos mucha familia fuera aquí, pero
Ah, ok, muy bien.
hemos seguido en Cuba.
O sea, tiene toda la banda aquí entonces.
Sí, casi
Eso,
toda.
eso es. ¿Qué opinan sobre la playa ahora? ¿Un chapuzón?
No.
No. Yo tampoco.
Está muy...
No, mejor en Cozumel.
Sí, eso escuché.
Sí.
¿Está bueno en
¿Puerto
Cozumel?
Morelos? No
Puerto Morelos mejor ahora también, sí, dice. Bueno, abrazón, Lisandra.
Bueno,
Un
gracias,
gustazo.
listo.
Estoy sudando.
Dale.
Chao, chao. Nos vemos,
Bye.
días. ¡Viva Cuba! Good vibes there always from the Cuban girls, and yeah, they're like, we're not getting in the water either, so now you know. Always good vibes from the Cubans. And wow, okay, I'm coming around the bend here and I'm really not liking what I'm seeing. And my nose at this point, my sinuses are on fire. My right eye is like itching and watering. So as always, guys, if you appreciate my efforts, I really only ask for a smash of the like button and consider subscribing if you like Mexico content, because I will be traveling, covering a lot of ground, and also maybe spending a little time in Southeast Asia, Brazil, Argentina. A lot of travel plans for the remainder of 2026 and beyond, as we see these gents trying to launch their Sea-Doos through the Sargassum. And we see a dive boat right there, tanks ready to go with air and nobody on the boat. There's a dive center near here. We'll see if there's any activity there as we go back into the neighborhood and get into the bonus materials shortly here. But just a sea of Sargassum right there. And one of the bigger collection sites I've seen this side of Punta Esmeralda building up here. Standing water, mosquitoes. I kind of hate to walk through this barefoot even, but I'm gonna go through here for your viewing pleasure. But you can see that standing water, and that Sargassum tea really starts to smell. I actually saw some Sargassum collection trucks all the way up by Plaza Las Americas yesterday, and they were leaking this like Sargassum water. And I was on a video call and started gagging during the video call, so no escaping it. Wow, Martina Beach Club is unrecognizable. This is really sad, guys. This is Encanto, completely empty. You can see front loaders basically almost out in the water right there in the center of your screen, doing what they can to haul this stuff away, and it's washing in faster than it can be removed. And this is what has become of Martina Beach Club right here, guys. So Martina, I'm not gonna hang around here too long, but that's the scene right there. It's just completely empty. The lounges are sloping down because the beach is disappearing, and the smell is absolutely unbearable. I've never seen it quite like this. This is far worse than it was just 2 weeks ago when I put out the video with the thumbnail photo that said condemned. I was showing the foundation over there that's falling apart, and it's actually falling into the water at this point. So I guess I was spot on there. And that's Mandarino Beach Club, but we can't even get there. There's standing water, rotting sargassum. There's no getting through there, guys. This is I'm honestly speechless. ¿Qué tal, hermano? ¿Todo bien? Aguantando el calor. Wow, guys, this guy's up to his knees here. I applaud these guys' efforts here. Some of them are wearing rubber boots and some are barefoot. And wow, gnarly situation. Hola, hola. ¿Crees que sería posible pasar, subir ahí o está cerrado?
Sí, pasa.
Okay. No hay cocodrilos.
No, pero está guardado.
Hola, chicos. Oh, no, gnarly.
Cuidado,
¿Puedo pasar?
Sí, claro.
Gracias, chicos.
No, usted tiene que dar vuelta por allá.
Te agradezco. Gracias.
No puede pasar, oiga.
Oi, oi, oi. Woo! And guys, this is the foundation I was showing in the last video, and you can see right there in the center of your screen that's completely cracked and falling into the water. Little by little, the water is really pressing that out. So that's our situation here in Playa. That's the reality here on June 3rd, guys. Guys, at least we have some showers here. Shower off the feet. And as I shower off, guys, I just have to say there's no way to sugarcoat it. Looking out toward what used to be a beautiful beach. That's the reality right now. Will things improve? We'll see over time. If you appreciate the beach update, guys, just type beach update in the comments. Smash the like button for me and let me know which part of Mexico would you like to see during my travels, or would you like to see a different country altogether? I've got my traveling shoes on. I'm ready to hit the road for a while, guys. Train Maya video coming soon. Lots of good stuff to come. Always thanks, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Rope Monster out.